Well, your CV is your calling card. Many organisations, I suppose, do have an application form. We don't do that. So from our point of view, it is very important that you put your CV onto your CV, your achievements, and do it concisely and succinctly so that it's immediately obvious to somebody like me what it is you've done, what it is you're good at, and more importantly, what you could do for us.
In terms of interview technique, I think you've got to be yourself. I think you've got to be a natural. You can't come, if you've rehearsed, I think it comes across really obviously, and they're just gonna think, oh, they're a blagger, you know, that's not who they are. I think it's important that your personality gels with whoever you hope to join. I think also it's important that you've researched the company. I mean, I came to the interview with Lawson really knowing why I wanted to work for them and what I liked about their company and what I wanted to find out more about from them when I was in the interview, and I think that's something that can really set you apart from someone else.
If young people are interested in marketing, the first thing that I'd say to them is get some work experience. I think marketing can seem quite a glamorous career, marketing and advertising, so I think that it's really important that first of all that you find out if marketing's for you and if it interests you. So I definitely advocate getting some work experience at marketing agencies. Try and do a week or 2 weeks if you can, rather than just a day or two, because you won't really get very involved in projects. But work experience, I think, is of utmost importance.
My advice for graduates looking for the first job would be to research around on company websites, attend as many graduates fair as possible, covering a wide range of companies or industries. Make a checklist of all the industries that you are interested in and make sure you apply to companies within each one. And then there are lots of profiles now as well on the careers page of the websites, which I found absolutely useful when I applied for graduate roles. And talk to as many people as possible in different industries. Get some advice from friends, families, anyone.
We want someone to clearly show us why it is they want to come and work in this business. So it's very important for us that any graduates that, first of all, they send us their CVs directly, and secondly, they make sure they stand out. So a CV with no work experience on it also probably gets discarded. Work experience for us is massively more important than probably the degree itself.
Tailor your CV to the role that you're applying for. So rather than just using the same CV, actually do tailor it to the role that you're going for. Be as brief as you can in your CV, because CV shouldn't really be too long. And try and include information about yourself personally within the CV, but don't kind of go into too much detail, because sometimes people can put really long personal statements, and sometimes it's best to kind of keep it fairly short. But definitely tailoring your CV is important for a good application.
You must be on time. You lose so many points if you turn up even 5 minutes late. So assume that your interview starts half an hour earlier than it actually does. And so that when you arrive, you have a look around, you can see who's coming in and out of reception, because you can get a very good feel for a business from watching who's coming in and out. And also you have time to take a breath and just prepare yourself. Nothing worse than arriving at the last minute and sort of being out of breath and then looking at your watch and feeling a bit sort of sweaty and all the rest of it. So very important to be on time, and also very important to be smart. You may be going for an organisation. In LMG we wear smart cash, so we're not expecting people to wear suits every day. But you, when you turn up for your interview, must be dressed smartly, because we want to know that you think it's important.
Seeing as most of us are going to be working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week until way into our 60s, there doesn't seem to be much point in doing a job that we can't enjoy, is there? What's the best thing about our interviewees' jobs, and what have the highlights of their careers been so far?
The marketing store is a really, really great place to work, and I've worked here for nearly 6 years now, and I'm still here and still really enjoying it. And I think it's really great because there's such a variety of accounts that you can work on. You may work on one account for a few years and then you can move to a different account. And from the different accounts also enable different roles. So you might be working on one project where you're developing product that might be for a cereal company, and then you might be working with a band on a music project, or you might be, it's really, really varied in terms of what you're doing. And I think that it's great that we enable people to move around and move accounts so they can try new things and work on different projects.
I think the biggest attraction for me about working in this industry is that it's very work hard, play hard. It's challenging, no 2 days are the same, your to-do list will change every 5 minutes, but it's really, really challenging, and it goes beyond the challenges of a normal job. It challenges you as a person, and I think it challenges your personality, and it makes you think, and you have to have an opinion, and everything's just a lot more exciting for me than any other industry I've experienced.
A New Zealand politician and diplomat once said, "You will become as small as your controlling desire, as great as your dominant aspiration." That's a statement that rings true as much in the business world as the political one. So what does the future hold for our graduates?
In the next 5 years, I'd like to have really built myself a career and really developed my experience and become more of an expert in the field, as I'd say, and I think I'd like to be able to move up the chain, perhaps be an account manager. One day an account director would be awesome, but I definitely just want to keep building in this industry. I still want to work in account service in 5 years' time, without a doubt. It's definitely, I know that's for me. I just want to move up the chain.
I don't think there's a set type of person that would fit into this environment. I think it's very much a place where any type of person can work. It's really dynamic here, and I think that's really important. You've got to have passion though, you've got to be motivated and creative and social. I think it's very important.
Recent graduates, if they're looking for a job in sort of marketing and marketing analytics, or just analytics in general, just look around, decide what kind of areas you'd like to do. If you'd like to do loyalty, analytics, or you'd like to do sort of, pharmaceutical analytics or whatever, just do a bit of research on what you want to do. Sign up to agencies that can get you jobs in a whole range of areas, and tell them you'll take interviews for anything. Do research about companies if you're going to meet them at graduate fairs, or if they look interesting. And just go and talk to people, and that's the best way. Be proactive, and get your CV out. Yeah, definitely.
So there you have it, a career in the marketing industry, all wrapped up in one 30-minute audiovisual nutshell. We hope you've enjoyed the show, and now you know a bit more about the marketing biz than you did half an hour ago. And if you don't, then what else could you have done in the last 30 minutes? Never mind. Dirty lot. Take care, and I'll see you next time.